Welcome to the Comeback City on a Wednesday evening. My name is Lance. I'm here with my guest hosts.
You guys already know, man. It's NZ Sky in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, how we all doing tonight? Welcome to another...
Before you start, I'm sorry. I just want to say one thing.
What the fuck is going on here?
Guys, this will be Sky's last episode on the show. He will be replaced with a new co-host, set to be revealed next week. So make sure you're here next week if you want to see Sky's replacement, okay? All right. Enjoy your this is your final go-round.
What just happened?
All right.
Did I just get fucking thrown to the wolves? Hello, what's going on, chat? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing? Josh Weldon's in the chat. Candle, Wayside, Soap. Sorry about the clickbait. Josh, Indy, Reno, Hellrend, Decipher, Dos Core, baby. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you guys are here in the night, episode, I think 9 now in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some huges in the chat, dude. It did get me to click. If it's turned upside down, it must really only mean good things. Yo, I guess you're technically right because we do have some big news to talk about, though, in the very first section. Max, what's going on, baby? Oh, Elitas, what's going on, baby? How we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, very, very important. If you are an officer in the guild, if you are a friend of NZ Sky or Lance, if you're a guild member, or if you're a viewer, do the best you can. Get out there. Go in the guild chat. Let everyone know we are currently live. Help us out. Put out the word. Would really, really appreciate the love and support. Really, really need it. Go in the guild. Spam that we're live. A lot of people don't even know we're actually live. So sometimes, you know, YouTube screws us. So help us out. No Maganis, what's going on, baby? How we doing? Yo, if you guys are here, we got some huges over on Twitch. YouTube, we need some huges in the chat, dude. We need some huges in the chat, YouTube, or we're going to fall behind. I learned how to do one-button shaman. It's cool. That's insane. Wait, Josh, are you playing retail?
I don't think so.
Is he playing retail? Are you playing, like, Kata or, like, Turtle WoW or, like, I don't even know. What are you playing nowadays? Oh, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, before we move forward a little bit, though, can I get some RIPs in the chat for Season of Discovery? Oh, daddy.
Going there early, huh?
Let's get some big rips in the chat. If I don't see 10 rips in the chat, we're turning off the stream. That's
big ripperino.
We're turning it off. Reno, what's going on, baby? How we doing, dude? Back on the grind. And we're here to entertain you, baby. Wednesday night, Reno. Big rips in the chat. Got my shirt on. Yo, Cigarette Man. Let's go. Wait, Cigarette. Wait. Who are you? I got to know your IRL name because I'll know if I made the shirt or not, or if maybe it was Lance. So, what's going on, baby? Maverick, what's going on? Big rips in the chat, dude. Insane, dude. Big Sod rips in the chat. It went down the drain, guys. Poor Sod. It is officially not getting a Phase 9. They are going to be transferring those characters over to Mr. Pandaria, and they're going to Pandaland, you know?
I mean, that's quite the expansion to go to, though. I can't, I can't be mad about that.
Yeah, Pandaland.
Big. I'm actually quite excited to level up.
Big Ooker Dooker.
You know, I'm probably not gonna like play it for real, but I'll do the 85 to 90.
Ooker Dookers in the chat. So it's absolutely insane. We're getting ready to start here in a minute, guys. Yo, how's everyone doing this week, by the way? How is everyone doing? By the way, you guys, don't forget, additionally, do I have my Twitch command set up? Let's see. Am I that good? Doesn't look like it. Boo. Sorry about that. For some reason it didn't work. I thought I set it up. Guess not. I'll just go, you know.
It is what it is. You know, the old-fashioned.
Anyways, if you guys want, man, definitely help us out. Go over on the Twitch. Get a second tab going. We're trying to get the records going up. You guys know how it is. Got to be consistent out here. Got to be consistent as a guild. So once again, if you guys are in the guild, shout everyone out. Let everyone know that we are live. Let them know that the show is officially started. Wednesday night, Comeback City. Weekly World of Warcraft show, baby. Diving into it very, very soon. And in just a second, guys, just a second, we'll dive into some of the news, everything that's going on. Let's just say I got evicted. Wait, what? Are you alive? Hello, Cigarette Man? Justin Steele?
I don't think Justin Steele's name would be Cigarette Man 420.
Probably right. You're probably right. Insane, dude.
I'm guessing, but I you know.
Yeah. You never know. You never know. All right, man. I think honestly, I'll just say screw it. I said we dive right into it. Lance, are you feeling good?
Yeah, we're going right into the news today?
Yeah, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into the weekly cooldown, baby. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to class changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now. Whether you missed a day or the whole week, click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the weekly cooldown, man. Time to break down every single bit of the news that happened this week in World of Warcraft. Some good, some bad, some mediocre, some scary. So let's dive into it. First up and foremost, the trading post rewards just got posted, some of them. And let me tell you something. Listen, usually I rag on the trading posts.
Nah, you can't this month.
Not this month.
No, you can't.
Yo, this month is absolutely cracked. I mean, look at that mount.
It's a yak. A huge yak.
Okay.
I'll take that thing.
Toss it in the garbage, man. Anyways, let's go to the real stuff. Check this out. Oh my goodness gracious. Absolutely insane. That's a good mount.
It's an easy buy.
This could be a mount if you like to RP as like a panda or something. I don't know. Obviously, we got our basic cloth and stuff that comes every single month, you know, different colors associated. But wow, look at this stuff right here. Molten Inferno helmet, absolutely cracked out of your mind. We also have a blue version as well, and then we have this. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna
dude, that helmet is insane. You're not gonna get that helmet?
No, I'm gonna buy the. Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
Chat, how many of you guys staking home? Oh, Max, what's going on, baby? Yo, how many of you guys can make some transmogs out of this? There's this one, and then there's a red one too. That is nuts.
I'll probably stay away from the red one, but I will look at the blue.
Did you guys see the Beliar video on the new questline on the PTR? I didn't see it because I didn't want to spoil it for myself, but I'm gonna go dive into the PTR, I think, at the end of this week, and dive into it, and you know, start making a guide, prep some stuff for everybody. We usually dominate when it comes to guide videos, so that's gonna be fun. FMR, what's going on, baby? How we doing? We're just diving into the trading posts, some of the stuff coming this month. How we doing? Hoping everyone's having a good Wednesday night. We got 11 viewers over on Twitch, and we got an absolutely hungry 31 over on YouTube. If you're a comeback kid, you're here on a Wednesday night, let's get some ones in the chat. Dude, if you're a member, get the ones emojis out. Insane. Twitch games in the chat. Rocksteady, what's going on,
Josh,
baby?
we can't say the big announcement now. Then everyone's gonna leave, bro. You gotta hold on.
I gotta get back to drinking. That's crazy. But yeah, there's some cool weapons here as well. They really went with this orange and fire theme, it seems.
Are those daggers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, daggers are nice. Little axe action. These are oh, that's a porn?
Yeah.
I thought that was a sword.
No.
Either way, some cool stuff. I like the yak. That's insane. Anyone can wear that is nuts. Is this about the one button? No. It's not. Moving forward, I really love this.
That privilege.
Absolutely insane. A lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff that's viable. Honestly, it's a spend month this month. We might be in trouble when it comes to spending our traders' tenders.
Don't spend so much. Don't spend so much. Yeah, housing's coming.
You already know housing is going to dump.
This is cool.
A crazy amount. A brand new mount is coming to the game. New green Astral Cloud Serpent from Pandaren starting experience in Mob Classic. So the idea is that they data mined this brand new mount. No one knew where it was going to come from. But now, today, it was announced, or I guess, what was it, a couple days ago? It was announced that it's going to be as a celebration for Mob Classic coming out in a very, very short time. And the idea is that you, do the starter zone?
Yep.
You complete the Panda starter zone.
Someone said you had to do it on Monk earlier, but that's wrong. It could just be any Pandaren.
Yeah, no, it could just be any Panda in general. You know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Like, we'll be doing that together, huh?
No, I'll be diving into that. I mean, it's a cool mount. If you're like a monk or a panda in general, I love riding mounts like that. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And it's a good way to see if people like, the gameplay style of Mob Classic if they haven't played it.
One of my favorite versions of Shadow.
Oh, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We need a massive response from you guys in the chat right now. If Sethrak was in the game, how many of you would play as Sethrak? Be honest. And if you don't know, these are the snake people from Battle for Azeroth. How many of you would play a Sethrak, whether it be warrior, a rogue, shaman, mage, shit, even priest? I would even say they can be Hunter. That would be cool.
Definitely Hunter. Come on.
Pass, hard pass. Yo, you don't think the snake people are cool? I wish we would have gotten them over Volpira.
Oh, 100% over Volpira.
All right, would we like them over Volpira? I need some answers in the chat.
They have more
Yes
lore.
or no?
Thing is, they have
Sethrak or Volpira? Go,
they
go,
have
go,
a
chat.
ton of lore.
Did they really?
Volpira had next to no lore.
They were literally like fucking, what do you call it? Gypsies.
Yeah,
That's all Volpira
had
were.
no lore.
Best expansion? That's insane.
They should have been put into the game. That's insane.
So the idea, ladies and gentlemen, is this. This is a new toy that's going to be brought in for the Battle for Azeroth time walking. And the idea is you put it on the ground, you slash pray to it or whatever, and it turns you into a Sethrak for 10 minutes. Now, the funny thing is that the cooldown of the toy itself is actually 5 minutes. So technically, you can be a Sethrak technically forever, right? If you do the work of slash praying every 10 minutes, which I'm not going to fucking do. But you can, and it's actually really, really interesting. I love this race. I've always liked this race a lot. Same thing from Mr. Pandaria. Remember Mr. Pandaria, those fish people? What are they called again? The Jinyu, yeah. I always thought they were really cool, and these were like right there for me.
Whose skeleton model are they rigged after? Like, what casting animations are they about to have?
I have no idea.
It's a weird one,
I'm gonna
right?
guess like Draenei or something.
Nah, I think...
Because they're very top heavy. No?
I don't know. We might see them have like...
Volpira I like better than No More Goblin. That could be a personal taste though. What is their dance? Yeah, interesting.
Slithering.
Very cool though. I thought this was cool. And then another toy is you get to turn into these
Here.
people, the little Cthulhu-like looking people. I think these guys look fucking awesome. These are really cool.
I like that
people.
they have the undead model.
Yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense. But good eye on that. Torrent, I've been told that's crazy. Is that true?
Oh, that makes...
No way, Koozie, you're memeing.
That kind of makes sense.
Would it?
Yeah, I think so, because they're big as hell.
Maybe. Anyways, there were also some Clash changes the other day, ladies and gentlemen. Something to shake up some, tuning from a certain extent. By the way, Augmentation is performing pretty well right now, and some of that was based on the Nurbar Palace buffing their damage based off Eruption. So people were just going Scale Commander and just blasting Eruptions and hitting so goddamn hard. Big Ripsods in the chat, Foddy. Yeah, baby!
I mean, I don't know if it's a rip. Like, they're still getting an Arrow server.
Big Rip Rudy. Preservation did get buffed, which is cool because I'm going to try to hit 3k rating, or at least 2900 on a tank, a healer, and a DPS, and I think that's going to be the healer I choose.
Prez?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty
Why
cool.
not just go Mistweaver?
I don't want to, though.
Why?
You don't like them.
Weird guy.
All right. Anyways. But yeah, they got buffs. Survival got minor buffs. It's not really going to do anything for them. What are some big changes? I guess Shadow got slight buffs, but it really doesn't do much. Sub got slight buffs. Farseer got some changes. Nothing too insane here. Destruction, these are all fake news. You're never going to use that spec anyways. Honestly, the main talk about points here is the warrior changes, and especially for Fury. Fury got buffed on Whirlwind, Thunderclap, Odin's Fury, and Mountain Thane's Thunderblast got buffed. So we'll see if Fury moves up a little bit in terms of damage for Mythic Plus. Overall, you never know, though, because... Blizzard either overtunes warriors by a mile and they just nuke everything, or they are bottom tier. So I don't understand how that happens. Max says it's not that much of an increase. And what am I going to do? Freaking not believe someone that's actively playing a warrior every single day? So,
Probably not.
one of the big talking points, Lance. Oh, Heidi, hey. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are live over on Twitch. Get a second tab going to support. The Streamlabs bot worked.
That's actually pretty cool.
We're insane today. So if you guys want help support the channel, get a second tab going. Hook us up.
So it's very clear that Blizzard is coming for our cooldowns, guys. We're screwed. Delete them all now.
Shit. Undead Paladins are kind of weak. Hate seeing the homogenization so much. Lore's so broken. Are they actually doing that still or no?
Where? There's no undead paladins.
I don't think yet.
No, probably not ever. Unless the Arathi somehow.
Yeah, Jordan, what do you mean? Nick Jordan, you're going to have to tell me. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like Lance said, Blizzard, a very, very, very big discussion point this week is that Blizzard's going to be deleting a lot of fucking add-ons. They're going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff. Now, obviously, when you play Mythic Plus at a very, very, very high level, there's some stuff that's great, and there's some stuff that a lot of people use that just track pretty much everything going on in the dungeon 24/7, which I think personally is ridiculous. Evening, my crazy... Oh, Zero! What's going on, baby? How we doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. But some of the adjustments... These are interesting. One that I don't agree with is incoming heals won't be trackable. I always like that. I always liked if I know if I was about to get healed so I could hold the defensive or not. I personally have liked that. But there are going to be no tracking group abilities or other players' cooldowns, no tracking specialized buffs or debuffs. These should be built directly into the default UI. The same is true for tank swaps. So they're going to be trying to build encounters where it requires taunting at certain stacks, specifically 4. The game should be better about giving the players that information on their own rather than DBM giving you all that info. Stun and other crowd control diminishing returns should also be made more visible. I mean, good luck, you know,
I mean,
have fun.
A TLDR on this is pretty much they don't want you needing to have add-ons to play the game. So they're going to kind of stop you from being able to use them at all, but then change the way the game is made so that you don't need them to begin with.
Interesting.
Right? And then add some of these things and bake it into the game. So, you know, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not coming right away anyway. Like, it's going to be coming over the next few years. So it's not like when 0.7 comes out, your add-ons are nuked.
Yeah, no, I would assume we're not going to start seeing a massive effect on this until minimum next expansion.
Yeah, they're going to.
And I would assume the 0.5 patch after the launch of next year.
Yeah,
because that's when they like to do those utility
what seems
things.
like it has been happening, it's like, okay, well, they just gave us the cooldown manager in this 0.5, and then in the 0.7, they're giving us the...
I'm going to be honest. Personally, I'm all for getting rid of as many add-ons as possible. But you have to understand... That's like taking mods out of Skyrim. Like, you have to then do a shit ton of work to integrate this base into the game. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, and it's exhausting. It is. So it's going to take a lot of work for them to do stuff like this, but, I mean, they got to do it. They got to do it. It's ridiculous the things you can do with add-ons, and they got to fix a lot of shit in the game. Visual customization of nameplate style and scale will still be allowed, but conditional logic to change the way they look because of a buff or a debuff probably won't be. Auction house, quest helpers, gathering, roleplay add-ons shouldn't be effective. I mean, obviously, that doesn't...
They're going for combat add-ons.
They're going for direct gameplay integration and stuff like that.
Well, they still want you to make the game look the way you want it to look.
Yeah.
Right? Because that doesn't affect anyone on a base level.
For sure. For sure. Leveling out the playing field plus improving visibility of mechanics in one change. I'm here for it. Yeah, no, absolutely. Visibility of mechanics and easily being able to understand what the hell is going on in a fight. Like, it's so... Like, it may be blatantly obvious to us because we play the game every day. But, you know, as a developer and someone who's seeing it from something else, I guess they don't see that. But now they're starting to understand it. Now it's a priority. We're getting massive changes just in the last couple months about so many add-ons and UI things. And now they just announced they're pretty much going to be overhauling it over, like, the next year and change. They're going to be going crazy.
They're going to war with that.
Yeah. It is still a work in progress. Won't be coming in patches 11.1.7 or 11.2. The goal is to improve WoW's native UI, narrowing the gap between players, removing the things. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else here? Improve the cooldown manager. We know we're not going to replace a fully in-depth customizable add-on. The goal is at the end of the day, get to a point where there's nothing crazy here. Yeah, it's just
them saying basically, you know, these things, maybe they're not going to come out as good as add-ons that have been being developed for 10 years, but
they're going to war.
You know,
they're gonna go to war.
They're gonna keep trying
those add-ons. Quick bookish. Welcome back to the stream. I saw you last week. Welcome back, buddy. I don't think there's really much else from this article, but to quickly go back, I think it's nothing but a win. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you guys are fucking just annoyed at the amount of add-ons that's required to play the game. I think it's ridiculous. Like, if I want to go in Mythic Plus, like, and I haven't played WoW in, let's just say, 6 months to a year, you have to go down a checklist to do anything, and it's a pain in the ass. No one wants to do that. Like, make it baked into the game.
If you want to play the game outside of like a base level,
Evan Hart, what's going
up, bro?
on, baby? What up? Good looking. How we doing?
That's
How are you and the lady?
pretty cool.
No, but it's true. It's true.